Welcome back. It's time for our top story. Now we have with us someone in the studio who's a very talented, I would say dedicated and hardworking young man. He's done so much for himself. He is the CEO of Heal the World Foundation, and he's been nominated to actually go to space. If he does make it through, he'll be the first Nigerian to go to space. I have with me Freeman Oshonuga. Thank you for joining us, Freeman.
Yeah, thank you for having me today. I'm pleased to be here.
Okay, so Freeman, you're a medical doctor.
Yeah.
Let's start with your journeys. Freeman volunteered actually, he was selected, he was in the federal government team that went to combat the Ebola outbreak in Sierra Leone. How was that experience for you?
So far so good. As a young person, that's the most dangerous adventure I've ever embarked on. But it was a very good experience for me because every effort to save human life counts. You know, I derive satisfaction from meeting needs and from saving human lives. So the Ebola work was dangerous because whilst trying to save human lives, my life was also at risk.
Oh. I definitely have to commend that. On the news earlier today, we were talking about doctors going on strike,
Okay.
you know, federal, you know, medical doctors. And I have to commend you because you're such a young, you know, you're ambitious.
Thank
and
you.
I feel like you have a big heart for, to volunteer, to go out and, you know, endanger your life just to make sure that other people, it's a really big deal.
Thank you.
So now that's, and the good thing about it is that it was being recognized, and Sierra Leonean president gave you a meritorious award for that.
Service award, yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, moving over from that, how's your life been since then and now?
I'm just myself. There's so much difference.
Okay, and now you want to go to space. Let's talk about space.
Okay.
What prompted you to go to space? Now, Eno asked you before we came on air, someone asked you, why you and why not me? What did they see in you? What made you stand out?
Okay, I think that the space trip is an adventure. Somebody asked me earlier, before coming to the studio, that, are you not supposed to be afraid? And I asked the person, what am I supposed to be afraid of? You know, I believe that if I can have the guts to go on an Ebola mission, I think I have the guts to do any other thing. Presently, I'm not afraid of going to space.
Okay, you're not afraid of going to space?
Not at all.
Now, we need to understand the dynamics of this. Are you a finalist? Are you going to space? Is it certain that you're going to space? We know that you're going to be shortlisted. How many are you now? Can you just quickly run us through the details?
Presently, it is actually a competition. An organization, a talent and rights management organization, Kruger Crown, reached out to young people at the last One Young World Summit that they want to make from young people, they want to make a global icon from young leaders from the world. So they asked for applications, and thousands of people applied from 75 countries. So they shortlisted 30 semi-finalists. I'm among these shortlisted semi-finalists. I'm the only Nigerian in that shortlist.
Nice.
But there are 3 other Africans, 2 South Africans and 1 South Sudanese. So the next stage of the competition is 3 finalists. The 3 finalists will go to Bangkok in November. They will have the opportunity to make a speech, a 10 to 15 minute speech. From there, the panel of judges will make a decision who the finalists that will go to space will be. But to move from these 30 shortlisted semi-finalists to 3, I need a lot of help, a lot of social media support, a lot of campaign. Because at this stage, the organization wants to see what kind of support we can gather from our government, from private individuals, from young people, that they'll be able to make a decision, oh, truly, that's the next rising star.
Okay, we'll actually come back to how people can help you to vote. But I can see here that you're one Young World Ambassador. You're one of the 2010 10 outstanding young persons in Nigeria. 2013. 10 outstanding young persons in Nigeria, and founder and executive director of Heal the World Foundation Nigeria. It seems you have a lot going for you, a lot of humanitarian work going on for you. Can you just share with us, apart from the Ebola one, are there any other things that you think we should know that you have done?
Okay. I've done a lot of humanitarian works. As a medical student, I started an NGO, Heal the World Foundation Nigeria. You know, life in Nigeria is pretty hard. We have a lot of people suffering. We have a lot of people living in extreme poverty conditions. We have a lot of people living with disabilities. We have a lot of people When you go to some of our inner cities, you will see people live in some extreme conditions that you won't believe. You find it hard to know that human beings are actually subjected to that kind of living conditions. So as a young person, instead of complaining, the government should do this, the government should do this, yet government is not doing enough. But at their best, the government cannot even do everything. So I rally around my friends to start Heal the World Foundation Nigeria, and since then we have catered for about 500 children with disabilities and orphans. So going to space is not the end in itself. Going to space will help me to get a bigger platform to continue to do the humanitarian works that I do. So,
okay.
So that's how this comes in.
That makes a lot of sense, and we really hope out here we're going to help you push it.
Yeah,
I'm going to help you. I don't know about her. She just
I
don't know about Eno, because Eno is really hating on you. But I want to ask, I'm a bit interested in this. I think everybody else is. If you go, hopefully from our mouths to God's ears, if you go, what is it adventure? Is it fun? That's the purpose of this trip. Okay. What exactly? I know that you have to win. You have to be shorted to 3 people. But what is the main aim of going to space?
Okay.
And sorry, one more thing. Where exactly are you going? What are you going to an exact planet, Pluto, or just outside the Earth?
Okay. The trip to space is actually trip outside planet Earth. We have planet Earth, so we're taking a trip outside planet Earth. So that's all I know for now about the trip. We're not going to another planet, but we're just going out of planet Earth. 1, it's an adventure. 2, it will also be for research. Then 3, the organization in the long run wants to start commercial flights to space. So if you can afford it, you can actually go to space.
I think Anna will be really happy to hear that. So where exactly, when you guys are ready to go, where do you take up from?
We take up from the London Space Station.
Oh, and how long?
There's a new spaceship, X-Lynx spaceship.
X-Lynx spaceship.
That's the latest and the best right now.
All right, so you're going to be flying on that?
Yeah, on that, with a kind of a co-pilot experience.
Oh, nice.
There's somebody on the other side, the pilot, then I'll be on this side. So it gives a full view.
Wow. So this is just so interesting. We really want you to win it right now. So how can we be a part of this?
Okay, there's a social media campaign that is going on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google Plus. Okay. You can also put it on Instagram. On the Google Crown website, I have an official profile. So people should open the profile.
What is it?
There are links, Google Crown, www.googlecrown.com. There's a profile there. So people should click it, open it, and share it via Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google+. In addition to that, by just simply put #send me to space, #send Freeman to space, at Google Crown, at Freeman_Oshonuga, on Twitter and on Facebook, it will really help.
And you know what we're going to do? We're going to be taking these details and putting them on our own Twitter. We'll be tweeting about them. So if you follow us at GMNS School TV, we'll be tweeting these details for you so you can retweet and help Freeman Oshonuga go to space. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, my pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Now I'm wondering, Victor, would you like to go to space if afforded the opportunity?
I look forward to it. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.